Are you ready for a year packed with jaw-dropping visuals, pulse-pounding action, and unforgettable stories? 2025 is set to deliver some of the biggest blockbusters we've ever seen. From superhero showdowns to groundbreaking sequels, these movies will redefine cinema as we know it. Let's dive into the ultimate list of must-watch films for 2025, ranked by excitement, anticipation, and box office potential. Thunderbolts. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Thunderbolts. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has had its ups and downs recently, but this movie has the potential to bring back that edge we've been missing. Directed by Jake Schreier, Thunderbolts is Marvel's answer to the question, what happens when heroes aren't available to do the dirty work? This ragtag team of anti-heroes, characters we've come to know and love, or fear over the years, includes Bucky Barnes, Yelena Belova, Red Guardian, and more. What makes this film so exciting is its darker tone and the promise of practical effects to ground the action. After a relatively slow year for Marvel in 2024, Thunderbolts could be the fresh start the franchise needs to regain its critical and commercial dominance. Fans are eager to see the chemistry between this unique lineup and how they navigate their morally ambiguous missions. Could this be Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad? Time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this is a must-watch for superhero fans. Lilo and Stitch, live action. Coming in at number 9 is Disney's live-action adaptation of Lilo and Stitch. Now let's be honest, live-action remakes have been hit or miss, but Lilo and Stitch holds a special place in so many hearts. This story of an unlikely friendship between a mischievous alien and a kind-hearted little girl is just too good to resist. Directed by Dean Fleischerkamp, known for Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, the film promises to capture the charm and chaos of the original. Early teasers have hinted at a heartwarming blend of humor, action, and family drama, with Stitch's design already creating a buzz online. While some fans remain skeptical about how the beloved animated characters will translate to live action, it's hard not to feel optimistic when Disney has such a strong track record of box office success with these adaptations. Plus, who wouldn't want to see the chaotic cuteness of Stitch brought to life on the big screen? Zootopia 2. Next up, at number 8, we have Zootopia 2. It's been almost a decade since the original Zootopia hit theaters, and fans have been eagerly waiting to return to this bustling metropolis of anthropomorphic animals. The sequel picks up where the first film left off, with Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde teaming up once again, this time going undercover to solve a case involving a shady reptilian gang. If you loved the first film's clever humor, heartfelt moments, and social commentary, expect more of the same in this highly anticipated follow-up. With Byron Howard and Jared Bush returning to direct, it's safe to say the magic of Zootopia will be back in full force. After the success of Inside Out 2 in 2024, Disney seems to have a winning formula for animated sequels, and Zootopia 2 is poised to continue that streak. Ballerina. At number 7, we've got Ballerina, the first spin-off in the John Wick universe. If you're a fan of intense action, high stakes, and intricate world-building, this movie is for you. Ana de Armas stars as Eve Macaro, a ballerina-turned-assassin seeking vengeance for her family's murder. Taking place between John Wick, Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, the film explores the darker corners of this hitman-filled world. Keanu Reeves is expected to make a cameo, but make no mistake, this is Ana de Armas's time to shine. The trailer has already teased breathtaking fight choreography and inventive set pieces, proving that this spin-off will honor the franchise's legacy while carving out its own identity. 28 years later. Sliding into the number 6 spot is 28 Years Later, the long-awaited third installment in Danny Boyle's zombie saga. Picking up decades after the events of 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, this film explores a world still grappling with the aftermath of the Rage virus. Early footage promises a haunting blend of suspense, horror, and emotional storytelling, as a new group of survivors ventures into uncharted territory. The decision to film parts of the movie using unconventional techniques like smartphones adds an element of raw, unfiltered intensity. Fans of the franchise have been waiting for this sequel for years, and it's shaping up to be a terrifying masterpiece. How to Train Your Dragon, live action. Coming in strong at number 5 is the live-action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon. Directed by Dean DeBlois, who helmed the beloved animated trilogy, this movie has fans buzzing with a mix of excitement and nervousness. The original films are widely regarded as some of the best animated movies of all time, blending breathtaking visuals with an emotionally rich story about friendship, bravery, and acceptance. Bringing that magic to live action is no small task, but the early casting announcements and production stills are promising. Hiccup and Toothless's bond is the emotional heart of the series, and seeing their journey unfold in a more grounded, realistic setting will likely tug at our heartstrings all over again. The dragons, especially, are expected to be visual marvels with cutting-edge CGI, showcasing the power and beauty of these majestic creatures like never before. If this adaptation stays faithful to the original while adding fresh layers of depth, it could set a new benchmark for live-action remakes. The Fantastic Four. First Steps. At number 4, we have The Fantastic Four, First Steps, Marvel's bold reboot of its first family. Let's be honest, previous attempts to bring the Fantastic Four to the big screen have been less than fantastic. But with the MCU now taking the reins, hopes are sky high. This film, directed by Matt Shakman, introduces a retro-futuristic aesthetic inspired by the 1960s, giving it a unique style within the Marvel Universe. Fans are especially excited about the casting, with rumors of big names potentially taking on iconic roles like Reed Richards and Sue Storm. The story pits the team against Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, a villain with cosmic stakes that could redefine the MCU's future. The combination of family dynamics, cutting-edge science fiction, and the scale of the Marvel Universe makes this one of the most anticipated superhero movies of the year. Let's hope it's the Fantastic Four film we've all been waiting for. Avatar: Fire and Ash. Securing the number 3 spot is James Cameron's Avatar: Fire and Ash, the third installment in the groundbreaking franchise. After the success of The Way of Water, which explored Pandora's oceans, this film shifts the focus to a more tragic and dramatic chapter in the story. While plot details are being kept under wraps, Cameron has teased that Fire and Ash will delve into themes of loss, resilience, and survival. The stakes are higher than ever, with the Na'vi facing new threats and internal conflicts. The Avatar franchise has always been known for its technological innovation, and Fire and Ash promises to push the boundaries even further. From advanced motion capture techniques to jaw-dropping environmental designs, this movie is expected to be a visual masterpiece. Love it or hate it, you can't deny the impact of the Avatar films, and with over $4 billion combined box office earnings from the first 2 movies, it's safe to say Fire and Ash will be another massive hit. Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning. At number 2, we've got Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the highly anticipated finale to one of cinema's most thrilling franchises. Ethan Hunt is back for one last mission, and you can bet Tom Cruise will leave everything on the table. The stakes couldn't be higher, with the dangerous AI system known as the Entity threatening global annihilation. Christopher McQuarrie returns as director, bringing his signature blend of heart-stopping stunts and intricate storytelling. From what we've seen in the trailers, this movie is packed with jaw-dropping action sequences, including Cruise's most daring stunt yet, a mid-air fight atop a supersonic jet. This film isn't just the end of Ethan Hunt's journey. It's a celebration of a franchise that has redefined the action genre for nearly 3 decades. Fans are bracing for an emotional and explosive conclusion: Superman. And finally, at number 1, we have Superman, the crown jewel of 2025's blockbuster lineup. Directed by James Gunn, this film marks the beginning of the DC Universe's long-awaited reboot. Titled Superman: Legacy, The movie reimagines Clark Kent's journey as he struggles to balance his Kryptonian heritage with his life on Earth. Early footage has teased a modern yet heartfelt approach, showcasing the Man of Steel battling not just physical threats but also internal ones. The excitement for this film is off the charts, not just because it's Superman, but because it represents a fresh start for DC films. With Gunn's track record of blending humor, heart, and spectacle, fans are hopeful this will be the definitive Superman movie. This isn't just a movie, it's the dawn of a new era for superhero cinema. And it's no surprise that Superman takes the top spot as 2025's most anticipated blockbuster. So, there you have it, the top 10 most anticipated blockbusters of 2025. This year promises to be unforgettable, with a lineup of movies that will keep us entertained, inspired, and on the edge of our seats. Which film are you most excited for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your predictions for box office hits and sleeper favorites. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for joining me on this cinematic journey, and I'll see you at the movies.